In this video we have the word problem that states find real numbers a, b, and c so that the graph of the function y equal ax squared plus bx plus c contains the points -1, 3, 3, 8, and 0, 2. So because we're given the 3 points on the graph of this function, which turns out to be a parabola, we can generate 3 equations with 3 variables, which is what we need to solve it. So here we go. When x is -1, we know the y value has to be 3. So we'll just plug in -1 there where the x is. This will give us -1 squared will be a. -1 here for the x will give me a minus b. And then we have plus c. And of course the y will be 3. I'll put that on the right side. Doesn't really matter, but normally we have the variables on the left and the constants on the right. For the next one, we know that when x is 3, the y value has to be 8. So let's put 3 where the x is. 3 squared is 9, and multiplies the a. 3 here for the x gives me a 3b, plus 3b. And then we get a plus c. So again, we know that when x is equal to 3, for this point, the y value is 8. Put it over here on the right. And the third one, pretty straightforward. We know that when x is equal to 0, plug in 0 there where the x is. Everything gets wiped out except the c. So we get c equals to, put in 2 for the y, it's going to be 2. And this is the system that we get. So normally for a system of equations, 3 equations with 3 unknowns, we want to reduce this down to a 2 by 2. We can use any method. We'll use elimination. Now it turns out that for this one we don't have to subtract the equations or multiply one by the other by a number and then add, because we know that from this right here we know for the value of c already. C is equal to 2. So let's just go back to these two over here and write this in. A minus b. And then c is 2. Let's take it over to the other side. Subtract it from the 3 and we get 1. So what equation is a minus b? Equal to 1. Now for the second one we have 9a plus 3b. We know that c is equal to 2, so put a 2 right there where the c is. Subtract it from the other side. 8 minus 2 is 6. So there we have it. So now we've reduced it down to a 2 by 2 system. Again, here we're going to use elimination, so I'm going to multiply the first equation by 3 and then add to get it down to 1. So let's go 3 times a is 3a and 9a is 12a. 3 times minus b is minus 3b, and a 3b cancels. And then 3 times 1 is 3, and 6 is 9. Divide through by 12 here to isolate the a. Then we can reduce that divided by 3, because this gives me 3 over 4, or 3/4. So a is 3 over 4. So now we want the value of b. So I can use either this equation here, a minus b equal 1, or the second one there. I'll choose the first one, smaller number, so let's put a 3/4 where the a is. So this will be 3 over 4 for the a, then minus b equals to 1. So we can write this in as 3 over 4, bring the 1 over, that's minus 1. Bring the minus b over, that's the b, plus b, and 3/4 minus 1 is the same thing as a negative 4 over 4, so it's going to give me negative 1/4 equal to b. So b is equal to negative 1/4. We're looking for the values of a, b, and c. And then we know from right here, c is equal to 2. So find the real numbers a, b, c so that the graph of the function y equal ax squared plus bx plus c contains the points -1, 3, 3, 8, and 0, 2. There it is. And then if they ask you for the actual equation, of course all you gotta do is plug in those values. So y would equal to 3 over 4 SDA, and got the x squared here, and then the b is minus 1/4. So we have then y is equal to 3/4 x squared minus 1/4 x, and then it's plus, and of course another value of c again to 3/2. So if they ask you for the actual function, of course you can just plug in the values for a, b, and c. There you have them. And in this case you only want the value of a, b, c, so we have them right here. And you can check your answers here. If you plug in, and if you plug in -1 where the x is here, you're going to get 3. You plug in 3 for the x, you're going to get 8. And of course if you plug in 0, everything gets wiped out except the 2. You get 2 for the y. So that's the solution for this one. Usually, and again, in this case we used a system of equations, 3 variables a, b, c, and we got the solution. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.